Nope, you can't see anything. Alright, so I'm aware that early in the week, right, I know that I gave her the choice of Annihilation or I, Tonya. What I didn't realise was that I think Annihilation is being released on Netflix, therefore it didn't come out yesterday like it was supposed to. Believe me, I checked like 2 months ago and it was due for release yesterday. So, it's going to have to be I, Tonya, which isn't a bad thing because it's quite a good movie. So check out what I've got to say after this little bit.
America. They want someone to love. But they want someone to hate. And the haters always say, Tonya, tell the truth.
So I think pretty much everyone, probably the whole wide world, is aware of the Tonya Harding story, the scandal about how her partner, her husband, sabotaged the competition during an ice skating competition. Now this all happened back in 1994. Now I wasn't aware of it at the time, I was only probably 15, 16. I was probably thinking of other things, girls, and dealing with the tail end of puberty. So being 15, 16 years old, obviously I'm aware of who Tonya Harding is. I don't know the full story behind it. So I went into this film not knowing the full story behind it. And in a way, I think the film's been made in a way that you're supposed to know the story. But even if you don't know the story, it doesn't matter. So what did I like about this film? I liked the way it was filmed. I liked that it was very documentary style. I liked the way it was edited too. I felt the style of the film really suited the story of the film. As the shooting style and the editing, they're all very imbalanced, like the main characters. Speaking of characters, all the cast were absolutely outstanding. Margot Robbie was brilliant, so was Sebastian Stan. Alison Janney, who played the mum, she brought a lot of humour to it, but in a very kind of dark way. She's not a very nice person. So yeah, the cast were absolutely brilliant. Even the chubby guy, the big chubby guy that plays the character Sean, he was really good, and you can probably look at him and go, you know what, I kind of know someone like that in real life, which is worrying. The thing that really stood out for me was the, sorry, I keep coughing. The thing that really stood out for me, my voice went funny then. The thing that really stood out for me, I think, when I was watching it was the costume design, the hair and the makeup. I know like the characters are meant to be kind of like rednecks and like not have much like dress sense or hair sense, but the costume department and the makeup department and the hair department really pulled it off to make him look rough. Because that must be quite a job making Margot Robbie look rough. If you look at her hair's like straw-like, it's horrible. And they just did a tremendous job of making it look that terrible. I also like the soundtrack of the film. If you like your 70s and your 80s music, they've got some tracks in there that you're probably going to recognise. But I think overall it was just a really interesting story, especially as I didn't know too much about it. And the only thing you're not going to get a happy ending. I think when the end credits like start, you're sort of like, you're not feeling on a high, you're not feeling on a terrible low either. You're just kind of like, ugh. So I think this story, like, it's a good story, it's a true story, and the cinema was packed. This was the 1 PM screening on the day of its release. And I think a lot of people want to go see this film because they're aware of the story. But like I say, if you're not aware of the story, if you like good dramas with touches of dark humour in there, impressive performances, with great costumes and a great soundtrack, this one has all those things.
There's no such thing as truth. I mean, it's bullshit.
So if you don't see it this weekend, have a great time, and do remember, speak when you are angry, and you'll make the best speech you'll ever regret. And we've all been there. Bye-bye.